Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have an update into the regards of the upcoming Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Of course, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna break it all down for you guys and hop right on into it. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from comicbook.com. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there, as well as an overall garnering source. So one of the Star Wars actors that has those ties and connections to the overall Mandoverse, the Book of Boba Fett as well, has shared an unfortunate, disappointing update about joining the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, the prospects of that, what she herself has heard about the overall project and what is going on with it, and really just her involvement with the project. And I really think from the get-go right now, I'll tell you guys, I think that this goes either, one of two ways really. She's pulling your leg and trying to throw you off the trail, or she's being sincere about it. So, Star Wars The Mandalorian is confirmed to have a 4th season on Disney+, but that's not the only place fans will be able to watch the adventures of Din Djarin and Grogu. It was previously announced that The Mandalorian showrunner Jon Favreau will be directing a new feature film titled Star Wars The Mandalorian and Grogu, which is going to hit theaters in 2026. Not much else is known about the project, but there have been some big casting rumors and even a few teases since the film was initially announced at the beginning of this year in January. It's a bit unclear which characters from The Mandalorian, the Mandoverse, will be popping up in the new film, but I would honestly argue that if they show up anywhere in that given universe, they're kind of game, I think, for showing up in this movie. But one of the stars from the show has recently revealed that she hasn't been approached by Lucasfilm about the project. Emily Swallow, who plays the Armorer. And again, as I had mentioned, reiterating, it's really one of two ways. She's trying to throw you off the trail and just kind of coming up with false things, really, to kind of like keep that secret and kind of keep the surprise kind of going, or the fact that she has signed NDAs already and isn't able to speak upon any of that, or she's simply being sincere. So, Emily Swallow has recently spoke with ScreenRant.com, and she was asked if she has heard anything about joining the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, by which she simply replied with a no. When the interviewer had added that they hope that Swallow gets a call to join the project soon, she also replied with, "I hope so too." Ending that quote right there. And as you can see and tell, that's really all she ever said. So if I had to take a guess at it, take a stab at it, by which I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions, guesses, and theories in the comments down below, of course, I would have to say that she's just trying to throw us off the trail, or that of the fact that she's already signed NDAs and isn't actually able to discuss or speak on any of that, actually. Given such a just a straightforward answer of just no, and just a simple, "Oh yeah, I hope so too," it just seems that's it. Like, she didn't say anything else about actually joining this project or joining the movie, which isn't really like her, it feels like, as well. So also in a recent appearance at the MCM convention in London over popverse.com, Emily Swallow had also recalled how many ADR lines had changed from what was originally filmed in the Book of Boba Fett and for those scenes. So, while Emily Swallow didn't share exactly what had actually changed initially from the original lines versus what's in the final actual, release show, she had explained about how wearing the Mandalorian helmets had caused some difficulties, but ultimately allowed the filmmakers to alter lines a lot easier, also revealing that they're, in quote, "We need that kind of connection in the scenes. It wouldn't play the same," Swallow had recalled, of not being able to hear fellow actors. "You can't see our lips move, and I wouldn't play the same if we were sort of guessing what the other one was actually saying, because it's hard to hear. It wouldn't have the right energy. There is still a timing to it. There's still a connection to it." I mean, that quote right there. So I bring up this whole idea of ADR lines and the recording process here as well. Well, more or less the article does here as well, kind of continues on into discussing some more about this. Why is that relevant to the Mandalorian and Grogu movie? Speaking on that kind of past tense, essentially, of that if she was to be in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, there is this idea that they're able to alter lines, add lines, take away lines, or whatever the case may be that they would want to do, especially like in post-production. There is that kind of power to add and take away different things of that the armorer's character is essentially saying or doing, even I think in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Not necessarily AI or artificial intelligence, it's really just basic solid editing in the post-production process. I don't think it would be fair or even necessary to have somebody else, though, however, embody the character of Emily Swallow's The Armorer. I'm pretty certain that it's always been her underneath the costume, underneath the helmet, playing the character, unlike the Mandalorian character itself. It isn't Pedro Pascal under the helmet, it's Brendan Wayne or Lateef Crowder, I think is his last name, the stunt doubles, essentially, that are playing the Mandalorian character himself, like, on set, and then Pedro Pascal will go in after and then add those lines. So there's just this idea that maybe Emily Swallow is going to be kind of saved for that. Maybe she's working on another movie, another show, or just another project, and wouldn't actually be able to make the filming for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. It's supposed to go up sometime by the end of this year, is what our sources are telling us, if not by the end of summer, actually. So the big tie-in here essentially is that what if Lucasfilm is going to hire a different stunt double essentially to put on set and to put in the costume, and just have Emily Swallow come in after and add those lines in an ADR session, essentially, of recording process, pretty much the same way, the same thing that they do for Pedro Pascal in playing the Mandalorian character himself, or Din Djarin. As I had mentioned, it might be a bit of a stretch, it feels a bit unnecessary, but it's an idea. It's a scenario that very well could happen. Now, Emily Swallow continues on with one last reveal here, in quotes, saying that my episode of the Book of Boba Fett, I had spent 3 or 4 hours in an ADR session, which, if you don't know, stands for additional dialogue recording, and it's when you have to record stuff after they've already shot it, because they change so many of the lines, which you can do when you can't see somebody's mouth open or moving, she had added. So there definitely is this kind of creative decision that is able to, alter around, really, is what she's kind of just getting at, and just that idea of ADR and its power, essentially, in the creative process, and what they're able to do with that, how they're going to use it in the future, and for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Guys, this here all being said, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Do you think we'll see the Armorer pop up in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie? Let me know what you guys all think in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.